Okay, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how I run a wire from this recessed can light right here into the closet. So this room has 4 recessed can lights, as you can see here. And I need to get light inside the closet because it's just dark inside there. There's no light in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a wire from that can light into the closet and be able to mount the light right up in there. So should just be able to run maybe 6 to 7 feet of wire right through there, and we'll be able to hook up a new light. So I'll show you how that's done. All right, we're just at the electrical panel here in the basement. Before you do any kind of electrical work, I'm just turning off this breaker to that room so that way there's no power at all. All right, we just took down this is an LED recessed lighting housing. These clips just come out of here. We just unscrewed out of the light socket. So now I just need a flathead screwdriver. There's just 3 little bolts that are holding the can up. Okay, I just got the 3 screws out of the housing here. Now I'm just going to slip this can down, the recessed can. Okay, we need the 14.2. We're gonna get 25 feet of this Romex cable. Right. Okay, we got our old construction ceiling box for the light, 3.5 inches. I cut out a template so we can cut out of the hole in the ceiling, and then we have our Romex. This is just our wire, 14.2, and we just need 25 feet or less, so got this. All right, so now I'm just gonna go measure in the room where we're going to cut the hole so we can pull the wire through and get it all wired up. Okay, so I have the light down here. I can see up here there's a floor joist like right here. That's how this box is connected to. So I basically want to measure from this floor joist here. It's probably about that thick. I want to measure from the wall to where I want to cut. It's going to be right about 37 inches. 37 inches if I cut will put me right next to the floor joist. So now what I'll do is I'll go into the closet and measure 37 inches back, and I'll know that's where I want to put my, that'll be the far left-hand side of my circle. Okay, this closet, if you see the wall goes back here, but this is the same wall here, so we're going to measure from this wall. Okay, I just traced my 3.5 inch circle on the ceiling. That's where I'm going to cut. The joist should be running right there. I verified it with my stud finder. You can use a stud finder and verify for sure where your joists are. And now I just need to get my drywall knife and cut through this. Okay, up here in the ceiling, if you can see here, I just opened up there's a little box there. See the box? And then there's just these there's these 3 little push connectors. So there's one for white, one for the ground, one for black. And so all I have to do, those can fit up to 4 wires. There's only 2 spots taken now, so I can just slip in the new wires right into those and then just run the cable back this way. So I'm gonna get the hole cut, and then we'll just simply push the new wires into that, run the cable. Okay, we're just gonna use a drywall cutting knife here. We're gonna cut out the circle, and then we also have a shop vac we're gonna use the same time, because this is a closet. We have clothes in here. We don't want to take them all out, so we're just gonna cut out the hole and use the shop vac at the same time to suck up all the dust. Okay, the drywall saw wouldn't work. I had to use this jigsaw because I have a double thick ceiling. It has a soundboard on it, so I had to use that. If you just have drywall, you can use a drywall knife, but I had to use the jigsaw. Okay, I fed the wire through. If you see up there, this is like a soundproofing insulation up there, so it's kind of sitting on top of the drywall. So I just had to kind of lift that up, push it through, and I had just an extra set of hands help me pull it through. I just pulled you see that I pulled the cable right through there. Now I just need to hook the connections up. Okay, on the closet side, I just need to get this light box here prepared to go in. If you see here, there's 4 kind of pre-cut holes on the sides. You just need to knock out, I need to knock out one of them And you can do it with this, you know, a screwdriver or something like that. Okay, you see there, I pulled out that black tab on this side, pulled it out, and then just banged out a piece of that with these wire strippers here. Okay, so just get a little razor blade and cut the jacket of this wire back like this. It'll expose the 3 wires here. Okay, there's a bare copper one, that's the ground. Got a white, which is neutral, the black, which is the hot wire. So we just need to get your wire strippers and just kind of strip some of this sheathing back. So, flip that through. Okay, now I'm going to push my box up and get that secured in place. Okay, with this one, it kind of clamps onto the drywall, so I'm just going to tighten the screws in here. Okay, that's pretty tight now. Okay, I can push any excess wire back up through the hole. So what I'm going to do now is, while I'm up here, I'm just going to connect the light that I'm putting up here and get that secured, and that way it can be all done here in the closet. Okay, so for the wiring, the light's just going the copper wire to the copper, that's just the ground. Got that secured on. I'm just using these wire twist-on nuts here. This light has 3 bulbs in it. So it has 3 neutral and 3 power. Okay, we got the white connected, and now we're just gonna do the black. Okay, we got the light fixture secured up. We're just gonna put the bulbs in. Okay, we'll put the glass cover on once we test it out, make sure everything's working fine. Now let's go finish up the wiring from the recessed lighting side. Okay, on this side, I'm just gonna strip back the wire so we can insert it into the connectors. Okay, so here's our wire. What we're gonna do now is, the hole's kind of small there, but if you see, we have these 3 connectors here. We got a black, the ground, and then the white. So these connectors are just gonna push into those little connectors, and that will. All right, so here's my wire, and I have these connections just pushed right into the color-coded connectors. So now I'm just gonna put everything back in. I'm gonna cover this, put everything back in this box, hit the switch, hit the power switch, the breaker, and test everything out. All right, before we get this all wrapped up, we're just gonna test out the light. Got the breaker back on. Okay, I don't have that light in, but my oil cans are on. We got light in the closet. Really brightens it up in there. Cool, so now all I have to do is just put the can up there, screw it back in, put the housing in. We're good to go.